Craig and Tim clips.
Okay, hooray! It's time for the topic of the day.
Yay, hooray, topic of the day. Ding.
How am I doing today, Greg, with talking into the mic?
Well, I don't have headphones on. Billy, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah. Was that?
Oh, he's like
Okay,
78%.
I think I'm
so
up, I think I'm up
7.8.
I think I'm up to an 8 out of 10.
7.8.
Would you say 8 out of 10 for my
7.8.
ability with talking? 7.85.
7.8. We don't round up around here, though.
Yeah, I'll take it. 7.85. If I got that on a test in math in high school, I'd be just walking up the streets of gold and chanting hoorays.
So, Tim, what is your topic of the day today? I think we talked about it on the opener. Can we refresh everybody?
Something that's close to my heart. Yeah. And yours too, something you're still paying off from last year, and that's
it's true.
And that's vacations.
I think the reason why I'm still paying it off is one of the things we're going to talk about.
So, when we were doing our trip to Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago, or 3 or 4, I think it was a month ago or something like that.
It was a while ago. Yeah,
you were asking me about what I did on my vacations, and I didn't really understand the question, so I was talking about what I did when I was driving down for vacation.
Yeah.
So I didn't answer it. We didn't talk about that the way I think you wanted me to talk about. And so we're talking about habits on a vacation.
Yeah.
And also adding to that length of vacation. 2 years ago, we took almost 8 weeks, my wife and I, and we went to the States, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, and we spent 2 months.
8 weeks?
Yeah, it was like it was almost 7.5 weeks.
It didn't feel like you were gone at all.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wasn't up to my 5 years left on your on your contract, so you didn't care too much.
No, didn't care.
But there's a couple of schools of thought on this. Science would tell us. I've read articles that say you shouldn't take a vacation for longer than 3 weeks because you change all of your habits, and it's very difficult to get back into your habits when you come back. Also, people will have said that I've read that a vacation should be 8 days, and you should take more vacations instead of longer vacations because science will say after 8 days, your enjoyment level peaks at 8 days, and after that it plateaus and goes down. So those are the two things science says. The first thing I wanted to talk about is, do people? I'll talk about my experience in a second, but do you get out of your daily habits when you go on vacation?
Yeah, like when I go on vacation, I try to maintain some form of habits. When I go away for work, I get out of the daily habits.
Right.
But I'm gone for work for only 2 days usually, so I don't get out of the habits extreme.
Yeah.
But yeah, like on vacation, I do my best to try to stay in those habits. But it is tough when you're eating out and you're, you don't have the comforts that you have at home.
I find that when people go on vacation, they just like go crazy. Like, we're on vacation. Let's throw caution to the wind. My life is boring. Let's do everything the opposite. Let's overeat every day, every meal. Let's not exercise. It's Sunday. We won't go to church. That's something we do on a weekly basis. But no, on vacation, we don't do that. And then everything goes out the window.
Okay, let's be honest though.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah, we do that, but most people don't.
Okay.
And to add to that, and I just had a little bit of a brain misfire here.
Fart. Brain fart. Just a little toot out of the brain.
But and then what do you hear when you come back? You're on the drive home. Oh, I feel so gross. The diet starts tomorrow. I feel so gross. And you end the vacation.
Yeah.
And your brain is all,
mush,
jumbled mush. And it's like, I don't know. For me, I do the same habits. I experience things.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just strict that way, and I don't like to, maybe other people want to have fun. People say it all the time. Oh, I want to eat more because it's more fun.
You say you stay in the same habits, and I understand what you do on vacation because I've been on vacation with you, but you aren't in the same habits as home because you're not working. So the difference between you.
Do you work every day at home?
I work every day at home.
You work 7 days a week.
I work 5 days a week at home.
Yeah.
And 2 days a week that.
Do you get out? Do you get out of your habits on Saturday, Sunday?
No, because I have different habits for Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Right. So like on a vacation, every day is Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Right. So when you look at it from that point of view, you going on a hike during your vacation when you're in Calgary, you're climbing a mountain, you're not doing that on Thursday afternoon here.
No.
Right? So you do get out of your routines and out of your habits, but you try to maintain the same healthy routines, I can say.
Yeah.
You will eat the same breakfast, you will, do similar habits in terms of exercise and all of that kind of stuff, but you are out of routine. And I think the biggest thing when we get back into routine when we get home is back into the work routine, because you are now in the position where you're no longer getting the free time all the time. You've got to work, right? So you got to get back into that mode.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I guess you're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that is the main factor is the length of vacations that we go on. When we go on a vacation for 3 days on a guy's trip, those 3 days we may get away from work, but it's kind of like a weekend where we're getting away from work. Whereas when we go away for 2 weeks, that's when you start falling out of the work habits that you have.
And that goes to the person that says you should never go for over like 3 weeks, right? Because you're getting out of those habits, what you're saying.
Who's these people that go for 3-week vacations?
I told you, when it's 7.5.
Yeah, you did.
A lot of people, when they retire, they go to. I'm working painting for a customer that's gone to Arizona for 4 months.
Yeah, but they're working there probably.
No, they retired.
Oh, retired. So
lots of retired people. There are senior citizens that live and vacation all the time.
So a retired vacation is much different than us going on vacation. They're not working here either. They're just living off the dollar from whatever they made. They're living the dream, enjoying their lives.
That's fair.
So when they go to Arizona, let's say they have the habits here of, going out with friends during the week, or, playing backgammon or whatever they do, shuffleboard. Yeah. They go to Arizona, they may create new habits of new things that they do there. But like for us, like the one thing that we always do when we're on vacation is we find a church that we want to go to, and we'll research it. I know that me and you will research a lot of times what church we're going to go to when we're out, because it's something that's part of our routine.
Yeah.
And I think personally, it's kind of like exercising, right? But it's exercising for your brain and for your mind, as opposed to exercising for your body.
Yeah. And we are gone to Minneapolis. Actually, it's funny you mention that, but we're gone this upcoming weekend and the weekend following, and we have the same church in Minneapolis that we go to. It's called River Valley Church. You've been there as well. I think you enjoy it as well.
Ben and Bella.
Ben and Bella. I love Ben and Bella. Anyway,
you shout them out. Shout them out. See if they watch.
Bella.
Ben and Bella from River Valley, Apple Valley location.
Anyway, and then we were gone. We were at Elkhorn Resort the previous weekend too. So we're not going to be going to our church for 3 straight weekends. So I said, well, let's watch River Valley so we can go to 3 straight weeks, basically. Right? So we watched that online.
And then you'll be able to see next week's online this week, and so on and so on.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I personally, I think I try to keep those habits. And you're right, I can't keep. You have different habits, but the two biggest thing is church attendance and dietary habits. And exercise. One, two, three. Right. So, but people feel the need to get out of those 3 things. Let's put them down to only those 3.
Yeah.
And some people don't go to church and they don't believe it. That's fine. They have their own thing they believe. But for us, it's those 3 things. And I try to do all 3.
Faith and health, right? Those are the two main things that you want to maintain.
And for me, those things increase my enjoyment of a vacation. People will say, well, you're not, it's not as fun if you're not eating that piece of cheesecake or that 3-scoop ice cream sundae. Yeah. Right. And that's to them,
I'll say that.
To them, that's fun. To me, running across the Brooklyn, or the Brooklyn Bridge or the Golden State Bridge in San Francisco, that to me is fun.
Yeah.
So, and it aids in my.
And it's the same thing for other people. Like they have more fun by going out to a certain restaurant. I like to do both. I would do the Brooklyn Bridge, not running, walking, right? Because I'm not as much of a runner as you are.
You run.
I run, but I don't run as much as I can't run as far as you can. I tried to get
you to do the 5 Mile Club, and you wouldn't. You wouldn't do it.
I did not get into that. And then the other thing would be like the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. Oh. Weakness. As soon as we go down to the States, that's a weakness of mine.
So to our American listeners, I've been to the Cheesecake Factory.
Our American listeners, probably do not like Cheesecake Factory as much as we do.
Whoa.
It's like
No.
it's like the Olive Garden
listen.
for us.
No.
Yeah,
People
I
love
think
the
so.
Cheesecake Factory. Sorry.
I think tourists love the Cheesecake Factory.
No. I think that people. It's not a tourist. It's not Times Square. It's where the locals say it's a tourist.
I'm gonna show you later. There's a video
love the
to talk
Cheesecake
about like
Factory.
these top places you can't go with on a date.
Anyway, I've been to the Cheesecake Factory, I want to say 50 times. I ate the exact same menu item.
Yeah, Thai chicken wraps.
Thai lettuce chicken wraps.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm going to have it.
Frick, I know you
3
too
days.
much. You can't do 2 truths and a lie with me. I know too much about you.
I can make stuff.
Yeah, you could probably make stuff up.
Yeah.
You're pretty liar.
Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And I think maybe out there we can
Let's ask the question to people. So this will be the question then.
Yeah.
A, what is your ideal length of a vacation?
Okay. And
B, when you go on vacation, do you throw your habits to the wind and get back into them when you get home? Or do you stick with habits and stick with good habits while you're gone?
Yep.
Does that work?
Yeah.
That's for you.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show podcast. See you again next week. Don't forget to subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring.